Nitai is merciful. One can attain Radha and Krishna in Braj. So firmly take hold of Nitai's 2 lotus feet. The lotus feet of Nitai, the eternal truth, and his servitors are eternally liberated. Always aspire to attain the lotus feet of Nitai. Narottam is very unhappy. O Nitai, please make me happy by keeping me close to the reddish soles of your lotus feet.
Jai Nitai. So we'll start now. Today I wanted to read something about Lalita Devi, and I also inquired from Madhukar, but he hasn't answered back yet, which day, either on Monday or on Tuesday. But it seems like everyone's leaning towards Tuesday, which is the day before Radhastami. But there's a little, it's not too long, lecture by Gurudev on Lalita Devi's appearance day. So since we're not going to be having class tomorrow or on Tuesday, but on Wednesday for Radhastami we'll have class, so we can observe Lalita Saptami today by hearing about her glories. And that's very essential for us. Do you know why? Because without Lalita Devi, you can't approach Radha, Shrimati Radhika.
Aren't we aspiring to be her nun, Lalita Gana?
Yes, of course, yes, in her Gana. Yeah, her Gana is her group. And we are actually technically in that group because our acharyas are in that group. Lalita Devi appeared within this world in Gaur Leela, and she became Swarup Damodar Goswami. So we are in the line of Swarup Damodar Goswami, without a doubt. And so of course, you're looking for the other phone? In the line of Swarup Damodar Goswami, then we have opportunity, because each one of the Ashtasakis, they're all manifestations of Shrimati Radhika, directly her Kaya Vyuha, her personal expansions. But they have their own nature, their own personalities, all variety is there. But Lalita Devi is the particular Gana because she is the peerless friend of Shrimati Radhika. And so therefore she and Vishaka Devi, they appeared in Gaur Leela as the most intimate servitors of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, especially in his final pastimes in Antya Leela in Jagannath Puri. Day and night they were with him for the last 12 years, practically speaking, of Mahaprabhu's manifestation on this earth. So Lalita Devi, we are in that Gana, and that is the Gana that descended into this world through Rupa Goswami and through all of his disciplic line of all the different Rupa Nuga Acharyas in our line, coming down to Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and then of course coming down to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj and his Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's disciples, and especially our beloved Srila Prabhupada. So this line is the Lalita Gan, actually. So Lalita Devi, you'll hear, because we're going to read the Ashtakam that Srila Rupa Goswami wrote to describe all the tattvas of Lalita Devi and her qualities and activities, how she serves Radha Govinda like that. So on this day, although it's the day before or even 2 days before the actual day, but we're taking advantage of this time that we're having class today. And also, in case, all the devotees know about this book. This book, Sri Radha, Our Supreme Shelter. You got it? Oh, okay. Yeah, so in this book, there is a compilation, and I was just looking at it this morning, how expertly they compiled various articles from our Gurudev, and articles that were also printed in his literatures, glorifying Srimati Radhika. Then there's about 14 articles from various acharyas, especially Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Raj, our Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj, and Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj also. Yes. So in this way, so much meditation, we could, for many days, we could read these. But to understand Srimati Radhika, we have to hear from the realized Vaishnavas. Then there's another section of excerpts from Gurudev's direct books. And 2 of those articles from his book is from his tiny, tiny, tiny sized little book, Harinam Mahamantra. And in that book, what is there? Oh, commentaries on the Mahamantra. One by Srila Jiva Goswami, one by Sri Gopal Guru Goswami. And just for devotees' information, Srila Prabhupada, our beloved Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, when he came to the West, he did his first record album recording, which we've all heard hundreds and hundreds of times, where he's chanting Bandeham Shri Guru, and there's a small little group of devotees responding, and Prabhupada didn't even have a mridanga. He's playing his bongo drums on that recording, but so beautifully, with mridanga talas, So Srila Prabhupada prepared an article which later became printed as on chanting Hare Krishna, on chanting Hare Krishna. And he read that on his record album. This transcendental sound vibration, the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is the divine method or sublime method for reviving our dormant Krishna consciousness. And in that article, which Srila Prabhupada reads on his recording of that record album, they only did one take. Usually in recording studios they do a number, only one take. And that's what we have for eternity. We have that one take of Prabhupada, which is perfect, So, I didn't know this, but later on I realized it when I read Srila Gurudev's book, Harinam Mahamantra, and there are commentaries directly by our acharyas, and one of them being Gopal Guru Goswami. So who is Gopal Guru Goswami? He's in our disciplic line, Gopal Guru Goswami, like in the Jaiva Dharma, he is the personality who these 2 Vaishnavas were sent to him in Jagannath Puri to hear Rasa Tattva. So they both came, and for some time they were hearing Rasa Tattva from him. And then after some time, then one personality of those 2, he began to realize his internal spiritual identity and that he was inclined towards Vatsalya Ras, or was it Sakya Ras? Sakya Ras. What? No, but I'm talking about that particular one devotee who was inclined toward Sakya Ras. Yeah, Brajanath. Sakya Ras. And then it was decided that he should now return, and he entered Grihastha Ashram, but he was a highly exalted Vaishnava. But then the other personality, Vijay Kumar, he continued till the very end of the Jaiva Dharma. And it's through that instruction to him that we could hear all of these truths, these Rasa Tattva truths. So Gopal Guru Goswami is directly in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, and he was present in Jagannath Puri at that time period after Mahaprabhu's disappearance. So he's considered one of the top authorities in our disciplic line. And he wrote a commentary that is included in Gurudev's book on the Mahamantra. And when I read that, I began to understand that actually Srila Prabhupada used that as the basis of his introductory lecture that he recorded on that album. Because you know how Prabhupada is describing that the three words Hare Krishna and Rama. So, and then he's describing the meaning of, because that's what these commentaries are, the meanings of the Mahamantra. So he's describing there how Krishna means all attractive, how Rama means the highest pleasure, how Hare is the energy of the Lord, through which we have to approach the Supreme Lord through His energy, like that. But in much more elaborate and tremendous depth of meaning in the commentary when you read the whole, because each one of the 16 words and the 8 pairs of words, they have all tremendous meaning. And you know, Jiva Goswami also has his commentary. And there's even a commentary by Raghunath Das Goswami, but it was not completed. It was not translated into English in the book. Only you have the Bengal or the Sanskrit there. And Raghunath Das Goswami's commentary. I think because it's very high and describes intimate details of Radha and Krishna in their exchanges. So within the Mahamantra is everything. And in this book, in this beautiful Sri Radha, Our Supreme Shelter book, there are these different sections. So we're going to read that also today. So we'll just do a short kirtan. Jai Saparikar Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Radha Vinod Bihari Jiv Ki Jai. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Sad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Srila Sarup Damodar Roy Ramanandari Gaur Parsad Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Go Govardhan Dvara Shivanatmaka Shri Braj Mandala Dham Ki Jai. Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Yamuna Ganga Tulsi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Govinda Radha Gopinath Radha Madan Mohan Jiv Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Raman Radha Damodar Jiv Ki Jai. Srimati Lalita Vishaka Adi Ashtashaki Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Lalita Saptami Divine Appearance Day of Srimati Lalita Devi Ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupa Manjari Rati Manjari Ananga Manjari Adi Manjari Vrinda Ki Jai. Shrimati Vrinda Devi Ki Jai. Shrimati Purnamasi Yogamai Devi Ki Jai. Shri Gopishwar Mahadev Ki Jai. Sarva Bhishta Pradata Giriraj Govardhan Ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakrajiyo Ki Jai. Bhakti Vigna Vinashana Shri Nishringadev Ki Jai. Bhakta Pravarshi Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai. Charodam Charo Sampradaya Charo Acharya Ki Jai. आखर मत राज श्री चैतन्य मत की जय और अनन्य शाखा मत समूह की जय श्री विश्व वैष्णव राज सभा की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय त्रिभुवन पावन हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय त्रिभुवन मंगल हरि नाम प्रभु की जय हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय सचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय श्री नित्यानंद महाजन की जय श्री पंच तत्व की जय समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंद Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharira Hari Hari bolite na yane babene Gauranga bolite habe Ar kabe nitai chander karuna hoibe kabe hamar karuna hoibe samsara vasana mor kabe tuchha habe Ar kabe nitai chander Samsara vasanamo kabhi tuchha habe Avishaya charya kabhe shuddha habe man kabhe hamahe ravo Shri Vrindavan Vishaya Bhagave Rupara gunata pade hoibe akote kabe ham buja bolse jugala periti kabe ham buja bolse jugala periti arupara gunata pade rahu moraya prarthana karo ye sada narotamudas rupara gunata pade rahu moraya prarthana karo ye sada narotamudas Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivardhari, Jaya Girivardhari. Jaya Yashoda Nandana, Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana, Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana. Jaya Jamuna Tiravana Chari, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Yamuna Tiravana Chari, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Jamuna Tiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Itadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Shri Gurun Dinataranam Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Namo Mahabhajanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauda Tvishe Namaha Nityanandam Namastubhyam Premananda Pradayane Kalau Kalamashanashaya Janava Pataye Namaha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये Vrindai Tulsi Debai Priyai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satchavachai Namo Nama Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I'm offering my unlimited Dandavat pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable beloved Gurudev Nitya Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtatarasata Sri Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. And then I'm offering my same unlimited Dandavat pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable beloved Siksha Gurudevs Nitya Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtatarasata Sri Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj and Nitya Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtatarasata Sri Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. I offer my Dandavat pranams at the lotus feet of all my Sri Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga, and I offer my Dandavat pranams to all the Vaishnavas and to all the Vaishnavis. So tomorrow is either tomorrow or the day after. We have some TT overlapping here. So Sri Gopinath Gaudiya Math in Mayapur, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj's temple is celebrating it tomorrow. And then in our calendar, most of the Gaudiya Maths are celebrating on Tuesday. And on Wednesday is Sri Radhastami. So we'll have class again on Wednesday, but in today's class I wanted to read Srila Gurudev's lecture from 10th of September 2005 when he was glorifying Srimati Lalita Devi on her appearance day. So now Gurudev is telling, Lalita Devi was born in the village of, do you know the name? Karela. You should not have a hard time because you like Karela, although this is spelled slightly differently. Karehla. Karela. Karela. She was born there in that village. And then later on, her father brought her to Uchagaon, which is what we always visit during the Braj Mandala Parikrama, right near to Varshana. And that is the place, that Uchagaon is the place of her Leela Stali, it's called, her pastimes. And there are still many evidences of her pastimes here in Uchagaon, like a rock containing the imprints of her lotus feet. There are some small utensils she used when she and the other Sakis fed Krishna there. And when the sun rays fall on the imprints of those pots and plates, then they glitter and they shine. All of Srimati Radhika's Sakis used to play with Krishna and Lalita in Uchagaon. And there are many places there where you can see their footprints to this day. So Gurudev is now going to describe the place where the Sakis they tricked Lalita Devi into sitting on a swing with Krishna on the base of the hill that's right next to Uchagaon. And that place is very specifically, we go there. Gurudev would come, he would climb up onto the hill and sit there. The first parikrama that I went on in 1994 with Gurudev, he was still doing that. And he did it over a few years. He didn't go up very high, but one year, he actually walked up to the top with us that first year. And Gurudev was saying that now you will not find so many of these imprints on the rocks and all of that. But 50 years ago, when I used to come here with my Gurudev was saying, there were so many. But now all those rocks and everything have been taken away by people. So, on the hill there is a slippery rock. Actually, it means like a rock for sliding on. And it is showing, that rock is showing a specific pastime that was enacted in a marriage arena. And there the gopis arranged a special kind of marriage between who? Lalita and Krishna. So, this should not be understood as a real marriage, but rather a play marriage. Like the marriage that was once enacted between Srimati Radhika and Krishna. Where was that? Yes, Vandirvan. Yes. And so this type of a marriage, it is technically known as what kind of a marriage? Gandharva marriage, where they exchange garlands like this. Gandharva marriage. Now, in that pastime, Krishna had been sitting beside Lalita, and the Sakis began to play mischievously. And Vishaka and some of the other Sakis, they tied Shri Lalita's veil to Krishna's pitambara. And then suddenly, on the indication of Srimati Radhika, Rangadevi and the other Sakis began to sing wedding songs, while Tungavidya and others uttered wedding mantras. And the remaining Sakis showered flowers on Sri Krishna and Lalita. So when Lalita noticed that something tricky was being done to her, she tried to run away. But because her garments were tied to Krishna's pitambara, she could not do so. Then all the Sakis surrounded the couple and they married them. So even today one can see the indication of the slide on the hill, as well as the markings of alta, red lac, from the gopis' feet. Of course they put tons and tons of that for all the tourist devotees who are coming to see that. So it's full of red lac all the time. Although this pastime took place 5,000 years ago, you can still visualize it with your own eyes. So now Lalita is older than Radharani. Do you know by how many days she's elder to Radharani? Says 27 days here. According to the Titi calculation, Lalita Devi's appearance day falls on the day before Srimati Radhika's appearance day. So she generally has the same loving mood towards both Radha and Krishna, but yet she is more inclined towards Srimati Radhika. Now, that didn't answer the question. Lalita Saptami means the seventh day, right? But here it's telling that she is 27 days older than Radharani. But this would mean she's only one day, because Radharani is on Ashtami and she's on Saptami. Perhaps there could be a whole month's difference? We cannot know because it's not explained here. Maybe we'll find out from Madhukar if he answers my query. He may not even know. And then we'll have to ask at Gopinath Gaudiya Math why they celebrated 2 days before and like that. So, now Srila Gurudev is going to have the devotees sing the famous Sanskrit song called Sri Lalita Ashtakam. And along with its translation. And Gurudev says, then I will further explain each verse. So this Lalita Ashtakam, it was composed by who? Who composed this Ashtakam for Lalita Devi? Do you know? Yes. It is composed by Rupa Goswami. It's there in our songbook also. So now comes the first verse, which I'm reading. Radha Mukunda Pada Sambhava Garma Bindu Nirmanchano Pakarani Krita Deha Laksham Uttunga Sohrida Vishesha Vasat Pragalbam Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami. So you can all repeat these words after me. Devim. Devim. Louder. Devim. Gunai. Gunai. Devim Gunai. Devim Gunai. Sulalitam. 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 Devim Gunai. Sulalitam. Devim Gunai Sulalitam. Lalitam. Lalitam. Namami. Lalitam. Namami. Lalitam Namami. Devim Gunai Sulalitam. Lalitam Namami. Devim Gunai Sulalitam. Lalitam Namami. Devim Gunai Sulalitam. Lalitam Namami. So that's the last line in each of the 8 verses or 9 verses of this song. Just 1 second. I have to turn my display. Okay. So here's the translation of the first verse. I offer my obeisances unto the outspoken Sri Lalita Devi. What does outspoken mean? She's not shy to tell what's on her mind. And this Lalita Devi, who is charmingly endowed with many beautiful, sweet qualities. In the song, the word Sulalita means that she has many sweet qualities. Sulalita. She has natural expertise in all arts. And that means Lalita. Lalita means natural expertise in all arts. And thus her service self-manifests. Now what does she do in her service? Oh, Rupa Goswami is describing here what she actually does for the divine couple. She wipes away the glittering drops of perspiration which appear upon the lotus feet of Sri Radha and Madhava when they meet. She is perpetually immersed in the most elevated mellow of Sohrid Rasa. Sohrid Rasa. It means undivided absorption in fulfilling the heart's desire of her intimate friend, Shrimati Radhika. So now, in the beginning, it says here, I offer my obeisances unto the outspoken Sri Lalita Devi. Do you know what the word is? There's an actual word here. Pragalbam. That's the word used to describe the mood of Shrimati Lalita Devi. Pragalbam means very bold, not timid. And because she has this mood of Pragalbam and this intense love for Shrimati Radhika and the divine couple, she can order them. Lalita Devi can order Shrimati Radhika, you should do this, you should do this. So, now comes Gurudev's explanation of this. Gurudev says, there are 4 types of Sakhis. 4 types. Swapaksha, Vipaksha, Tatastha, and Suhrit. So we know what Swapaksha means, don't we? Swapaksha means in Shrimati Radhika's own group, and they're very inclined towards her. Vipaksha is the opposite. Whose group would be considered Vipaksha? Chandravali. Then there's Tatastha, those who are in between both, and then there is Suhrit, those who are especially friendly towards Shrimati Radhika. So Gurudev's explaining this, that there are 4 types of Sakhis. Swapaksha means those Sakhis who are totally favorably disposed towards Shrimati Radhika. Vipaksha means those gopis who are totally favorably disposed toward Chandravali, and they are opposed to Radhika. Imagine that. But why are they opposed? Because of Yoga Maya. For Krishna's happiness. All this is taking place for Krishna's happiness, not like in this world, where there's actual hate and envy and all of that. Now, the word Tatastha means those who are neutral toward Shrimati Radhika, and they're more favorably disposed toward Chandravali, but they're neutral. And Suhrit means those who are more favorably disposed toward Shrimati Radhika, and they're neutral towards Chandravali. There we go. So the Suhrit gopis, they never do anything that is unfavorable towards Shrimati Radhika. Okay? Suhrit. Now Lalita Devi and Vishaka Devi, they are examples of gopis who are Swapaksha to Shrimati Radhika. They're completely Swapaksha. Lalita and Vishaka. Chandravali is Vipaksha. Bhadra is Tatastha. And Shyamala is Suhrit. Now the mood of Lalita is that she is always trying to favorably serve the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. She always tries to please them. She engages in millions upon millions of endeavors to please them. So when Radha and Krishna meet and they engage in amorous pastimes, then Lalita wipes away the droplets of perspiration on their lotus feet. This means that she is engaged day and night in the service of their sweet pastimes. So there are 2 types of services in Madhurya Rasa. 2 types. One is in the mood of the Manjaris, and the other is in the mood of the Sakhis. They're both Madhurya Rasa, but they're in different camps. Now Lalita always serves in the mood of a Sakhi. One of her qualities is that she has some controlling mentality. She can command both Radha and Krishna, but at the same time, she has a friendly disposition towards both of them. She is always immersed in the ocean of love. She is very beautiful and very sweet, but at the same time, she is very sober and very composed. Her heart is so sweet that she attracts the hearts of all others, but at the same time, she is pragalbha, which means she can speak harsh words, and she can thus control both Radha and Krishna. So that's Gurudev's comment on the first verse. Now comes verse 2. Raka Sudha Kirana Mandala Kanti Dandi Vaktra Shriyam Chakita Charu Chamuru Netram Radha Prasadana Vidana Kala Prasiddham Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami. Everyone, Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami. Again, Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami. I offer pranam unto Sri Lalita Devi, whose beautiful face mocks the brilliance of the full moon, whose eyes are ever restless like those of a startled doe. What is a doe? Do you know what a doe is? What? But very young. Very young, a doe. Doe is a female deer. So you know that this example is used very often, that a lot of the gopis' eyes and the way that they move are like a startled doe. Did you ever see in real life these young female deer? They're doe. So their eyes are moving. And they're very timid. They're very timid. They can be scared very easily. So Lalita Devi's beautiful face, which mocks the brilliance of the full moon, and her eyes are ever restless like those of a startled doe. And she is famous for her extraordinary expertise in the art of dressing Shrimati Radhika. Radha Prasadana Vidana Kala Prasiddham. Expert in dressing. What an art to dress Shrimati Radhika. She's topmost expert in that art. And she is the treasure house of unlimited feminine qualities. Yes. Now Gurudev tells. This verse begins by describing Shrimati Lalita Devi's beauty. She is so beautiful that her beauty surpasses the combined beauty of millions of moons. And her eyes are said to be so restless that they can defeat the restlessness of the eyes of a female deer. Her specific quality is that she is very expert in applying makeup, and especially in arranging the hair decoration of Shrimati Radhika. Now, although all the 8 principal Sakhis are very famous in putting on the bodily decorations and also applying the makeup of Shrimati Radhika, all the Sakhis, they all do that. But Lalita and Vishaka are the most expert. And moreover, of these 2, Lalita is considered the most proficient. So you can always remember that about Lalita Devi. She's the best dresser of Shrimati Radhika, of all. Now the pastime of decorating Shrimati Radhika by Lalita and the other Sakhis, this is described in the Govinda Lilamritam, written by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And it's also described in the Krishna Bhavanamrita, written by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, those who want to serve Radha and Krishna in the mood of a manjari, they should seriously take help from these scriptures. So the sadhakas, the devotional practitioners, can find pastimes such as the above mentioned in those books, and they can try to be absorbed in them at the time of their devotional practices. Is that a good idea for us to read those two books? Yes. Yes. Is it a good idea for completely brand new persons who are coming to this line to read those books? No. That's why Prabhupada didn't give them. He waited for Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj and others to give those books, to translate them, to manifest them. But to explain those books, Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj is the one. So, and Gurudev is saying that we can try to be absorbed in those books. And at the time of their devotional practices, the sadhakas can remember those pastimes. Now, with reference to the verse above, Lalita and the other Sakis, they tell to Srimati Radhika, "O Radhike, when you go to meet with Krishna, this is how you should behave with him." They want Sri Krishna to be totally under the spell of Srimati Radhika. Did you know that she casts spells? That's where all spell casters come from. Radhika. So they're saying to Radhika, all these Sakis are telling to Radhika that you should behave like this when you go to meet with Krishna. And what is the reason why they're giving such instructions? Because they want that Srimati Radhika is going to be completely victorious. But their instruction exactly how she should behave, it varies and changes from time to time. It's not always the same behavior. And then while the Sakis are applying kajal, black eyeliner, then they remind Srimati Radhika of her previous pastimes with Krishna. For example, once when she was going out to meet Krishna, she forgot to put kajal on one of her eyes. And then Krishna himself put it on upon her arrival. He applied her kajal. So similar pastimes are brought to the attention of Srimati Radhika at the time of putting on her makeup. And in that way, her mood of bringing pleasure to Krishna is enhanced. So when the gopis put the tilak mark on her forehead, they recite the Kama Yantra, which still further inspires Srimati Radhika in the mood of her service to Krishna. All these pastimes are arranged by Lalita Devi, and therefore she is described as the fountainhead of various wonderful qualities. Now text 3. Is it 3? Yeah. Lasyo lasad bhujaga shatrupatatra chitra pattam sukha bharana kanchuli kanchitangim gorochana ruchi vigarhana gorimanam. Altogether, Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami. Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam Namami. Translation: I offer pranam unto Sri Lalita Devi, whose body is adorned with a splendid sari, as brilliant as the multicolored tail feathers of an ecstatically dancing peacock. Did you know that that's the color of Lalita Devi's sari? Multicolored peacock colors. Peacock feather colors. And her breast is covered with an exceedingly attractive blouse. What is the blouse called? Kanchuli. Her hair part is decorated with shimmering red vermilion, and she wears various necklaces and other jeweled ornaments. Her golden complexion, did you know she's golden? She's golden because she's just like Srimati Radhika. Do you know what one of her names is also, besides Lalita? Anuradha. Anuradha is her name, because she exactly resembles Srimati Radhika. So, she wears various necklaces and other jeweled ornaments. Her golden complexion defeats that of even Gorochana, which is the bright golden pigment that comes when rainwater during the Swati Nakshatra constellation hits the head of a qualified cow. So how do they get the Gorochana? Because the Gorochana is produced by the cow. When the rain hits the head of the cow during the Swati Nakshatra, Gorochana, which is golden in color, it manifests in the body of the cow. How do they take that Gorochana? Did you ever know? Have you ever heard? I heard, but I forgot. I forgot. I'm not sure if it is from the hoof of the cow that it comes out, or from the hump of the cow. I'm not completely sure. We'll have to investigate this very important question. And she possesses innumerable good qualities. So, now Gurudev tells that this verse gives a similarity with a peacock. So when the rainy season comes, the peacock becomes very happy. Did you know that? The peacock loves when the rainy season comes. Yes, and the peacock becomes very happy. This peacock has been given, especially gifted by God, to have beautiful colors on his feathers. Do you get the same colors on the female peacock? No. No. Only the male peacock has those colors of feathers. So, Gurudev is describing about the peacock, colors and feathers. And during that rainy season, he expresses his happiness, the peacock, upon seeing the clouds by spreading his wings. And in the same way, Srimati Lalita Devi's dresses are so beautifully ornamented, and they are colored that they express the mood of a peacock who is showing his happiness by spreading his wings. The color of her sari, various kinds of necklaces, and all of her ornaments brilliantly glitter, and all this glittering combined with the luster of her own body, they give a profound impression. Now the word Gorochana is also mentioned in this verse. In that connection, there is a particular constellation. What's it called? Swati Nakshatra. Say that. Swati, 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 Swati Nakshatra. Okay, it's a constellation. So during that constellation, when rainwater hits the hoof of a cow at that time, it becomes yellow, like the color of turmeric. This very special yellow color of Gorochana defeats even the shimmer of gold. And the substance Gorochana is also considered very costly. So this is the impression Lalita Devi gives when she is serving Srimati Radhika with all her paraphernalia, ornaments, and beauty. Text number 4. Durte Vrajendra Tanaye. Oh, this is the one This is the verse where Lalita Devi is being very pragalpa, and she's chastising Radhika and also Krishna. Durte vrajendra tanaye tanushushtuvam yam ma dakshina bhava kalankini lagavaya radhe giram shinuhitam iti sikshayantim devim gunai sulalitam lalitam namami. Everyone, devim what? Once more. I offer pranam unto Sri Lalita Devi, the charming treasure house of all good qualities, who instructs Srimati Radhika in this way. So why is Lalita so beautiful? Charming treasure house of all good qualities. Why? Why is Lalita like this? You don't know? She's an expansion of Srimati Radhika. Direct expansion of Radhika. Is there any possibility that a direct expansion of Radhika would not be very beautiful? Is that possible? In the whole creation, in all of time and space, that a direct bodily expansion of Radhika, called Kaya Vyuha, direct expansion of her, is it possible that she would not be very beautiful? That she'd be ugly? Huh? Never. Never. So, she's offering pranams unto Lalita Devi, who is the charming treasure house of all good qualities and who instructs Srimati Radhika in this way. Listen to this, how she tells Radhika. O Kalankini. She's talking to Radhika. O Kalankini. Do you know what Kalankini means? Unchaste one. This is a big adjective for gopis, because chastity is everything. But she's calling Radhika unchaste. O Kalankini, Radhe, listen to my good instructions, which are favorable for you. That Brajendra Nandan, you know who that is? That son of Maharaj Nanda, that Brajendra Nandan, he is very durta. You know what durta means? Crafty. Always making up so many ideas and plans how to trick people. Durta. So that son of Maharaj Nanda, he's very durta. So when you're with him, don't display your mood of gentle submission. It's called Dakshin Bhav. Don't display that to him. Instead, in all circumstances, you should be contrary to him. You should be against him. So this is Lalita Devi's instructions for Srimati Radhika. Gurudev doesn't comment on that verse. Now comes verse number 5. Radham abhivrajapate kritam atmajena kutam managapi vilokya vilohitakshim Vagbangi bistamachirena vilajjayantim devim gunai sulalitam lalitam namami devim gunai sulalitam lalitam namami. You say it. Now you say. Now you say. Huh? Devim Gunai Sulalitam Lalitam. Okay. So the translation of this verse is, I offer pranam unto the abode of all good qualities, the supremely charming Sri Lalita Devi, who, upon hearing Sri Krishna speak even a few sly words to Srimati Radhika, immediately she becomes furious and she shames Krishna with her biting, sarcastic remarks. What does she say to Krishna? Oh, you are so truthful and simple-hearted and such a chaste lover. So she embarrasses Krishna, you see, by sarcasm. Now, Gurudev tells us that Srimati Radhika is controlled by the extreme love of Lalita Sakhi. So when she is with Lalita Sakhi, Lalita can even chastise her. And she says, when Krishna comes, you should remain very unsubmissive and you should enter a sulky mood. Then Radhika, she may reply, what can I do? As soon as I see Krishna in the distance, my sulky mood goes away. I cannot maintain it. Then with a raised finger, Lalita says to Radhika, don't give up your unsubmissive mood. You should chastise Krishna, for he has so many bad qualities. He is crooked, he is unchaste, he is a cheater. He will come to you early in the morning, and what will he do? He will hold on to your feet and beg forgiveness. But don't believe anything he says. Don't become submissive. Instead, you should chastise him. So the Sakhis are of two types and two different moods. One is called Dakshina. Which one is that? Right-wing gopis. Just like in the material world and political arena, you have right-wing, left-wing, all of that. So that comes from the transcendental spiritual world. So the one type of gopi, one type of Sakhi is Dakshina, means right wing or very submissive. This is called Grita Sneha. So these are technical terms from Ujjvala Nilamani. Gurudev is explaining here. What does Grita mean? Ghee. Grita means ghee. And Sneha means very affectionate. Their affection is compared to ghee. But that is the quality of Chandravali's group. And the other type is called Vamya. Vamya means left wing, contrary, or unsubmissive. So this is called Madhu Sneha. What does Madhu mean? Honey. So it is a quality of Radhika's group. Now ghee is very wholesome. If you eat ghee, you become very healthy. But ghee does not have so much taste. Very subtle taste. But honey is very wholesome, very beneficial, and it is also sweet. So Radhika's mood is called Vamya, left wing, contrary or unsubmissive. And Chandravali's mood is called Dakshina, right wing or submissive. Only those gopis in the mood of Vamya, they can completely control Krishna. Who? Which gopis can completely control Krishna? Can Chandravali's gopis completely? No. Whose gopis? Radhika. Why? Because they're Vamya Bhav. They're contrary. So, the two groups, that is Radhika's group and Chandravali's group, they do not appreciate each other. They don't appreciate each other. Chandravali criticizes Srimati Radhika and her group, saying, how can they dare to do man, to be in a sulky mood towards Krishna? He is so sweet and so lovely. Then Srimati Radhika and her group, they think, why does Chandravali become so submissive towards Krishna? Srimati Radhika says, one must apply a weapon to control Krishna. You have to have a weapon. Why doesn't Chandravali control him like we do, like us? How can she serve him if she is not like us? So thus both groups cannot appreciate each other's moods. Now Lalita, you know that she is actually the Siksha Guru of all the gopis in Radhika's group. Did you know that? She's actually the Siksha Guru of all the gopis in Radhika's group. And also, she is even the Siksha Guru of Radhika herself. Yes. Srila Rupa Goswami, he writes that Lalita Devi sometimes chastises Radhika saying, O Kalankini, O unchaste one. So what is the meaning of this? That Radhika will be called unchaste by her in-laws. Do they call her unchaste all the time? Radhika's mother-in-law, Jatila, Radhika's sister-in-law, Kutila, they're always trying to find out her faults, how she's very unchaste. Why unchaste? Because she has her husband, right? Who's her so-called husband? Abhimanyu. So they think that Radhika is very unchaste because she always wants to go out and meet with Krishna and not be with her actual husband, what they think, you see. All this is happening because of Yogamaya. Everything is Yogamaya's arrangement. So now, Gurudev says that Radhika will be called unchaste by her in-laws. And for that reason, she may try to be contrary. But Lalita Devi is telling her here that no matter what others say, she should still be contrary to Krishna. You know, contrary? Don't become submissive to Krishna. Now in this song, Srila Rupa Goswami repeatedly offers his prostrated obeisances to Srimati Lalita Devi. And if Sri Krishna approaches Srimati Radhika and he uses some clever cheating words, does Krishna use clever cheating words? Yeah, a lot. But when Krishna approaches Srimati Radhika and uses such words like that, Lalita Devi cannot tolerate it. She cannot tolerate that Krishna is using these cheating words. Now, Gurudev is telling that in Nishanta Leela means at the end of the night, just when the light of dawn is just beginning to enter. That's called Nishanta Leela. So at that time, Srimati Radhika has been waiting all night for Krishna to come. Where has she been waiting? In her kunja. And she's been waiting all night for Krishna to come. And yet he doesn't come. So he finally comes very early in the morning with signs on his divine body that he has been with other gopis. Lalita Devi tells him, "Don't come here. We don't want your service. Where is your beloved? You should go to her." His eyes are very red and other symptoms are there. So Lalita then chastises him saying, "Yes, I know you, Krishna. You are very chaste, very simple and honest." And by her sharp and harsh words, she makes Krishna ashamed and she causes him to be shy. This is described in Sri Krishna Bhavanamrita. So Krishna sometimes challenges the gopis in the forest. He tells them, Krishna challenges the gopis. He says, "Why have you come here? Don't you know I am Vrajendra? I am the king of Vrindavan. And by picking flowers here, you are destroying my Vrindavan." So at that time, Lalita Devi says, we know what kind of protector you are. Actually, you have never planted one seed or watered one tree. Instead, with your hundreds of thousands of cows, it is you who destroys Vrindavan. We are the real owners of Vrindavan. We have planted every seed and we have watered every tree. So then Krishna says, don't you know who I am? I am a very religious person and I have never told a lie. Then Srimati Lalita Devi says, yes, we know what type of religious person you are. We heard that when you were only 7 days old, you killed a woman named Putana. She's a woman. And she came as a mother to you. But you killed her. And which house in Vrindavan have you not stolen from, Mr. Religious Person Krishna? Are you the same religious person who stole all the clothes of the gopis? Huh? Are you the same religious person who performed Ras Leela with all the merry gopis of Vrindavan? Then Krishna became very ashamed. So that's Lalita Devi. Now text 6. Vatsalya Vrindavasatim Pashupala Rajya Sakyanusikshana Kala Sugurum Sakinam Radha Bala Varaja Jivata Nirvishesham. Now everyone, Devim Gunai. How does it start? Devim Gunai Su Lalitam. Say that 3 times. Devim Gunai Su Lalitam. Up yet? Okay. Devim Gunai Su Lalitam Lalitam Namami. Devim Gunai Su Lalitam Lalitam Namami. So, Rupa Goswami is saying, I offer pranam unto the supremely charming Sri Lalita Devi, who possesses all divine qualities, who is also the recipient of Yashoda Devi's parental affection. Yes. Lalita Devi is loved by Mother Yashoda. The Guru, she is the Guru of all the Sakhis, instructing them in the art of friendship. And she is the very life of both Srimati Radhika and the younger brother of Baladev. What's his name? The younger brother of Baladev? Baladev's younger brother is who? Yes. Okay. Now Gurudev says that without the presence of Vatsalya Rasa, without the presence of parental love, the glories of Madhurya Rasa, conjugal love, they do not manifest. So there must be this background. All the rasas are essential for conjugal love to manifest. Now one example occurs when Srimati Radhika goes with all her Sakhis to Nandagaon to cook. Do you know that Radhika goes to Nandagaon to cook? Do you know why she goes every day to Nandagaon to cook? And why the mother-in-law of Radhika does not object? Of course, this is also before she was married to so-called husband. But she was going every day to Nandagaon. From Varshana to Nandagaon. And she would go with all of her Sakhis, and every day she would cook for Krishna. Such beautiful description is there in our Goswami literatures. So, when she does that, when Radhika goes with all her Sakhis to Nandagaon to cook for who? Yes. So Mother Yashoda, she's also there. But there is no disturbance. No disturbance. When Srimati Radhika goes to Nanda Bhavan with Lalita and the Ashtasakis, Radhika's 8 most intimate friends, then Yashoda Devi exhibits intense parental love towards her. Towards who? Towards Radhika. Mother Yashoda cannot help herself. When she sees Radhika, she becomes immersed in parental affection for Radhika. Why? Why does Mother Yashoda become completely overwhelmed with parental love when she sees Srimati Radhika? And then she has equal parental love for Radhika as she does towards her son Krishna. Why? Not only that, she also shows great affection to all the other Sakis and all the other Manjaris because of their relation with Radhika. So why is that? Do you know why? Mother Yashoda feels so much parental affection every day when she sees Radhika. She becomes overwhelmed and, draws her to her bosom and hugs her and kisses her. And it's just like she would do with Krishna. And why is that? Huh? You can't guess. You don't know. Huh?
Considers her like her own daughter-in-law.
Why? Is she married to Krishna? Is she? Is Radhika married to Krishna? No. No, of course at Bandirvat they had a play marriage. But Radhika, no one knows or thinks that Radhika is married to Krishna in Braj. Because all the gopis, they all have so-called husbands. When Krishna was in his Brahma Vimohan Leela, then Garga Muni, he said, now is a very auspicious time. All the young girls and all the young boys in Braj and Vrindavan, they should all be, what is it called? Not married. What's the word? Not engaged. I can't think of the word now. They should be, there should be a formal ceremony that they are now not married yet, but they will be married in the future. What? Yes. They now have the abhiman that they are married. The very young girls, this is Vedic culture. The young girls, they have abhiman that they are married because that is the culture of Braj, that the young girls should betrothed. Betrothed, that's the word. They are being given, but with a time lapse, you see. They're being given like that. So, but when Mother Yashoda sees Radhika, she cannot help but see her as her daughter-in-law. Why? Because she only envisions that one day Krishna will marry Radhika. That is her great hope, her aspiration. And she loves Radhika as much as she loves Krishna. So, not only that, but Mother Yashoda also shows great affection to all the other Sakis of Radhika's and also to the Manjaris. Why? Because of their relation with Radhika. Now all the Ashtasakis, all the Ashtasakis, the 8 principal gopis, they all have many excellent qualities. How could they not? They're expansions of Srimati Radhika. But do you know that each one of them is individually, they have their own special qualities, their own special talents, their own special moods, everything. Each one of the 8. Why? Because this is Yogamaya wanting to give Krishna unlimited variety and happiness, that he can taste so many beautiful expansions of Srimati Radhika. But she does not, Krishna doesn't think, oh, these are expansions of my Radhika. No, he doesn't think like that. Why? Because Naravat Leela, human-like pastimes. But they are, all 8 of them are so qualified. So therefore Rupa Goswami is writing that of all the gopis, the Ashtasakis are the topmost. For example, Shrimati Tungavidya Devi. Do you know what her speciality is? Tungavidya Devi, she can speak with all types of birds and animals. Did you know that about Tungavidya? She can speak to the birds and to the animals. Yes. And she understands their language, and she can communicate with them. What can be greater than performing services to Shrimati Radhika under the guidance of Lalita and Vishaka and the other Ashtasakis? Gurudev is asking. So Lalita and Vishaka, they are the Siksha Gurus of all the gopis in the group of Shrimati Radhika. And Lalita Devi's, her life and soul is Shrimati Radhika and Krishna, her life and soul. I'll be completing this in about 10 minutes. So, therefore, since the life and soul of Lalita Devi is Shrimati Radhika and Krishna, Rupa Goswami prays, I offer pranam again and again unto Shrimati Lalita Devi. Now comes verse 7. Yam kam api vrajakule vrishabhanujaya prekshya svapaksha padavim anurudhyamanam sadyastadishtagathanena kritartayantim devim gunai sulalitam lalitam namami devim. I offer pranam unto the supremely charming Sri Lalita Devi, the treasure house of all good qualities. Now this is our verse. This is our hope. Verse number 7. Talking about Lalita Devi. When, upon seeing any young maiden anywhere in Braja, and when she examines, she discerns that that young maiden is inclined toward her Priya Saki, Shrimati Radhika. What does Lalita immediately do? She tells Radha that she must accept this person in her own party, Svapaksha. And Radha obeys Lalita, who thus fulfills that maiden's desires. So Gurudev is explaining, Lalita has many charming qualities. But what is her greatest quality? What is her quality that is most favorable for the sadhakas of this world? If she sees in Vrindavan any gopi or anyone who has even a slight touch of a scent of a desire to serve Shrimati Radhika, she immediately fulfills that gopi's desire, and she gives her the unlimited wealth of the service of Shrimati Radhika's lotus feet. So if one has a one-pointed desire to perform service to Shrimati Radhika under the direct guidance of Shrimati Lalita Devi, and furthermore, under the shelter of Sri Rupa Manjari, then that devotee may know that Lalita Devi's shelter is the only path by which one can achieve this. Now comes the last verse, verse number 8, but verse number 8. Radha Brajendra Suta Sangama Rangacharyam Varyam Vinishchitavatim Akilotsavebhya Tam Gokula Priyasaki Nikuramba Mukyam Devim Gunai. Again. I offer pranam unto Sri Lalita Devi, the embodiment of all divine virtues, and the foremost of all the favorite Sakis of Gokul. Her primary task is providing pleasure for Shri Radha Govinda by arranging their meetings. That's her primary task. What is her primary service? She's always doing forever and eternally, arranging how Radha and Krishna will meet. That's what Lalita does. And this delightful seva of helping to arrange their meeting, this surpasses the enjoyment of all of the best festivals combined together in one, helping Radha and Krishna to meet. So Gurudev is now telling us that without the mercy of Lalita Devi, of Giriraj, who's Giriraj? Govardhan. Without the mercy of Lalita Devi, without the mercy of Giriraj, and there's one more, Yamuna Devi. Without the mercy of Yamuna, it is not possible to enter Ras Leela. Without Lalita Devi, without Giriraj, and without Yamuna Devi, it's not possible to enter Ras Leela. The first and the greatest of these three is Srimati Lalita Devi herself. The second is Giriraj Govardhan. And the third is Yamuna, who is also manifested as who? Who is Yamuna Devi manifested as? Vishaka. Vishaka is Yamuna. She has manifested as Yamuna. The river Yamuna. That's Vishaka. So now Lalita, she's the same age as Srimati Radhika, or she is 27 days older. So Gurudev has written it in this way. And here's a little explanation. Now we can hear what Gurudev says. It may happen one way in one yuga, millennium, and one way in another. So that's always the explanation. Different kalpa. I'll tell you a little pastime. When Gurudev came to Chiraghat on my first parikrama with him in 1994, that year the Yamuna was very near to the shore, and Gurudev and all the devotees went to take bath in the Yamuna. So this was the first time I had ever come to that place, Chiraghat, because for many, many years I was coming and going from Vrindavan to the west, from the west to Vrindavan, and whenever you go on the parikrama of Vrindavan, you see a tree that has so many clothing on the tree, right? And we're told by the local Brijvasis that this is the place where Krishna stole the gopis' clothing on the bank of the Yamuna and performed that pastime, right? So while we were coming out from the Yamuna, we just had our gamchas, and we were standing all around Gurudev, and he also had taken bath, and he was putting on his sannyas vesh again. And I asked a question to Gurudev. I said, Srila Gurudev, this is the first time that I've been here with you on parikrama to this Chiraghat, the place where Krishna stole the gopis' clothing, right? And the place where the gopis worshipped goddess Katyayani, and so that Krishna could become their husband, and all of that. They did these tapasya, and they did that worship. But for many years, I've come to Vrindavan, and I've come to know that there is another tree on the bank of the Yamuna River, in which the pandas there, the priests who are there, they're telling that this is the place where Krishna stole the gopis' clothing, right? And so I'm really wondering, Srila Gurudev, which one of these is the right one? And then Gurudev simply said, previous kalpa. Previous kalpa. And then I understood it immediately. Oh, okay. Why? Because in every kalpa, Krishna comes and performs his pastimes. So how many times does he do that in our universe? Every single day of Brahma. How many days does Brahma live? He lives for 100 years, which is 365 times 100. That's how many times Krishna comes in our universe in in the whole life of Brahma. In the whole life of Brahma. But only once in a day of Brahma. So this Braj Mandala that is here in this tract of land called India, and after Brahma's day, then he goes to sleep for 12 hours of his time, and then it becomes his night. And what happens during that time period that Brahma is sleeping? There's a partial devastation by water. But of which planets? The upper planets? No. Only the middle planets and lower planets. So when that devastation happens, these planets again are recreated by Brahma, or they're reconstructed on the planet itself. And that happens every 8,460,000,000 years. Okay, so that's a kalpa. But Gurudev has told us that just like in Varshana, when we go there for the parikrama, the first place that we stop is called Vrishabhanu Kund. It's a big lake with cement steps going all the way around the lake. And that's the lake where Vrishabhanu Maharaj, while living there 5,000 years ago, used to bathe his cows also, and used to take bath in that kunda. So, according to Gurudev's Brajmandal Parikrama book, in one kalpa, doesn't say which kalpa, but not this kalpa. In this kalpa, Srimati Radhika appeared where? Did she appear in Varshana? No, it's not her birthplace in this kalpa. What is her birthplace? Huh?
Raval.
Yes, Raval. Raval is the birthplace of Srimati Radhika. But guess what? Just like that painting, that picture on the wall there, is showing Srimati Radhika as a baby lying on a lotus flower. So she appeared the same way, but in two different locations, in two different kalpas. In Raval, she appeared in the Yamuna, which used to run very near to Raval. And Vrishabhanu Maharaj, in a small little kunda connected with the Yamuna, he found this baby. This beautiful baby lying on a lotus flower. And then he took that baby into his house, and Kirtida embraced that baby and accepted that baby as her very own daughter. This is how Radhika appeared. But in another kalpa, Gurudev, when he came there to the Vrishabhanu Kunda in Varshana, Gurudev pointed out that in one kalpa, Srimati Radhika appeared right here in this kunda on a lotus flower also, like that. So just so that we know. So Lalita is the same age as Srimati Radhika, or she is 27 days older. So it may happen one way in one yuga or millennium, and it may happen another way in another. Okay? So, like Radhika, Lalita also has all the qualities of being a Yuteshwari. Do you know what a Yuteshwari is? Yuta means group, and Ishwari means who is presiding over. She is the controller of that group. So, Lalita Devi is also completely qualified. Because just not just any Sakhi can become a Yuteshwari. But she's completely qualified of being a Yuteshwari. She is able to control her own group of subservient gopis. So why is she qualified to be a Yuteshwari? Why? Well, if Bhadra, Shyamala or Chandravali can become Yuteshwaris, then what to speak of Lalita Devi? However, despite being the same age as Radhika, and despite having the qualification of a Yuteshwari, still, the only goal of her life is to serve Srimati Radhika and to facilitate the meeting of Shri Shri Radha and Krishna. Her only happiness is the meeting of Radha and Krishna, and to achieve that goal, she never considers any amount of discomfort or suffering. So, Raghunath Das Goswami prays the following beautiful prayer from the Vilapa Kushamanjali. Padabjayos tavavina varadasyameva nanyat kadapi samaye kila devi yache sakyayate mama namostu nityam dasyayate mama rasostu satyam. So this is prayed by Raghunath Das Goswami to Srimati Radhika. He says, O Goddess, I shall never pray to you for anything, but only for the excellent service of your lotus feet. Varadasyameva. I offer my constant obeisances unto the idea of becoming your friend, but I truly relish the idea of becoming your maidservant. So here is dasyayate and sakyayate. So sakyayate means what? Means your friend. So Raghunath Das Goswami is telling to Radhika that I offer my obeisances, namostu nityam, forever and ever, to the position of becoming your friend. But for me, dasyayate only. Mama rasostu satyam. See, he says namostu nityam for sakya. Then he says rasostu satyam. I truly only relish the idea of becoming your maid servant. So Gurudev says, he paraphrases these words of Raghunath Das Goswami, and he says, oh, I offer my obeisances millions of times to the position of a Sakhi of Srimati Radhika. But my only real desire, birth after birth, is to attain the service of Srimati Radhika in the mood of a Manjari. I have no desire to become equal to Radhika like the Sakhis. So, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami also prays that I will never leave the feet of Radhika to go to Krishna. Even if Krishna goes to Dwarka and he calls me there, I will not go. However, if out of some madness Radhika has somehow gone to Dwarka, I will fly even faster than Garuda to serve her there. This is from his, what is called his Swaniyama Dasakam. His Dasakam, 10 verses of his own self, what is it called? Self-discipline. So now is the final 9th verse. Nandana Muni Lalita Guna Lalitani Padyani Yak Patati Nirmala Drishti Rasto Pritya Vikarshati Janam Nija Vrinda Madhye Tam Kirtida Pati Kulojvala Kalpavalli. If a person with a cheerful and a pure heart recites this Ashtakam in praise of Lalita Devi, he will be affectionately brought into Srimati Radhika's own group of Sakhis. Lalita Devi is superbly ornamented with beauty, grace and charm. And along with Srimati Radhika, she is the effulgent, wish-fulfilling creeper, the Kalpavalli of Vrishabhanu Maharaj's family that winds around the Kalpavriksha of Krishna. So in conclusion, this is his last sentences, Shrimati Lalita Devi is the wish-fulfilling tree of Prem Seva, service in love of Shri Shri Radha Krishna. Whoever chants this Lalita Ashtakam, will make Radha and Krishna happy. Moreover, Lalita Devi herself will be happy, and all our desires will be fulfilled. Gaur Premanande, Shrimati Lalita Devi ki jai, Lalita Saptami ki jai, Lalita Ashtakam ki jai, Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. So, now we've completed our class today, and as I said, the next class is on Wednesday, and we're going to start our class early than usual. We'll start at 11. I actually inquired from Madhukar. I don't know if he's answered my inquiry about what he plans to do for Radhastami. And yes, I got a reply from him which is 14 seconds long, and I will listen to that along with all of you so that we know what he plans to do. Oh, wait a minute. That's the second. The first one is 1.5 minutes long.
So Kishore actually just arrived from America yesterday, and I'm in Mayapur right now with him, and he doesn't know yet what Jayashree, and like Jayashree might have to teach that day, and the girls might have to, but Kishore said that definitely he and Lakshmi will come on Radhashtami. I'm actually with Chandra and Kishore right now, but neither of them knows anything about a program happening at Sukanta's. But there is going to be some kind of program with, like it's ISKCON devotees, but then also some of our devotees. I don't know. It's it's a Chaudhary Maharaj program. That's it. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So Chaudhary Maharaj is doing a program here in Mayapur, and so at Jalangi Dham, and so
Jalangi Dham.
And so Chandra is going to be going for that program, and so it doesn't sound like so many people will be coming over from Govardhan side, but Kishore and Lakshmi Kanta will be. And regarding Lalita Saptami, why it's different on the Gopinath Gaudiya calendar and our calendar, I don't know the reason for that. I really don't know. So, alright. I'll keep you updated with if there's any other developments, but definitely I'll be there for the Radhashtami program, and Kishore and Lakshmi Kanta will be as well. So I just heard Jayashree doesn't have school on Wednesday, so the whole family will be coming from this side for your program there.
Okay.
So great. Haribol.
Okay, there's the answer. 2 programs, but they're mostly coming here. Only Chandrasekhar. Only he's going. I'm sure there'll be other devotees also going there at Jalangi Dham. No, they do at. See, this is not at in Godrum, at the temple where he stays. It's at Jalangi Dham. You know where that is?
But I'm saying I don't know what that day they're doing, but usually they do evening programs at Jalangi Dham.
At Jalangi Dham. Who does the programs there?
There's always kirtan programs there.
Oh, is that what Raghava Maharaj does? He was doing that a couple of years back.
I've only been to one, but they just do kirtan programs in a hall in the evening time.
Oh.
But I don't know if this is going to be a daytime.
There's an actual hall? Indoor hall. Oh yeah? Oh, okay. Okay. I'll have to go there and see that sometime. Yeah. All right, so We can find out what time also he plans to start their program.
Can you post it on your group? Did you find out?
Yeah, she's the one that does all the posting. So it'll be posted that we're starting at 11.
Post beforehand, and
Yeah.
not just the videos after. Sometimes you just get the videos after and you don't get the
Yeah.
oral.
Generally, there is a posting telling that we're having class on such a day. She usually does
I
that.
just joined, so I don't.
Yeah. So, okay. So that kind of settles it. Madhukar will be here.
Wednesday at 11.
Yeah. Madhukar will be here. Anyone can come earlier and start kirtan also, if they want. They can come at 10, and they can start kirtan. Who else? The Kishore and his son. They'll be coming. So we've got two very powerful kirtaniyas, mridanga players. So we'll have a lot of kirtan on Sri Radhastami Day. And in these books, both this book and Gaur Govinda Maharaj's book, they have the standard, mostly the same kirtans by our acharyas, glorifying Srimati Radhika. There's like a dozen of them, And so we'll just read all nectar on that day, Srimati Radhika. I've been reading Gurudev's lectures, and there are some that are just astonishing. So we'll read some real nectar on Radhastami Day. And so that's the program. Any other questions or anything? No? Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Nitai Gaur Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna. Jaya Lalita Devi, Jaya Lalita Devi, Lalita Devi, Jaya Lalita Devi. Jaya Lalita Saki, Jaya Lalita Saki, Lalita Saki, Jaya Lalita Saki. Jaya Sachinandan, Jaya Gaura Hari, Sachinandan, Jaya Gaura Hari. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Om Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavachai Namo Nama Vansha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. All glory to the assembled devotees. Sveslava Sabhrafyam Se Priyadanim.